Hi everyone, here we are again. Today we're going to be making a baby card. Now, when I went through a lot of my stamps and dies, I realized I didn't have a lot of stamps that were for baby cards, but then Pink and Main came out with a set. It's called Welcome Baby. So here's the stamp set. It's really cute. It has a little bubble suit and a little onesie, and then all these little stamps that are in here fit inside the onesies. So you can make the onesie say whatever you want. So I made one. It says, "You're dynamite," which is really kind of cute. And I made a card earlier. This is not the card we're making today. But see, you can color in the bubble suit, and that one says, "You are my sunshine." So it's a really cute set. And the dies will cut out the outline of the bubble suit and the onesie, but then you'll see it has these extra two because Pink and Main has a line of stamps and dies that are for the scratch off. So you can actually use this as like a gender reveal card because if you see, it says in here, it's a boy and it's a girl are both on here. So what you would do then is you would cut this out. You would cut this out again out of the scratch off foil stuff, and then you can use it as a scratch off card. But it also has the letters BABY, which spell out baby kind of cute, and that's what was on this first card here. So what we are going to do today is the end of the card is going to be a lattice. Now I have an SVG for the lattice. If you don't have a way to cut an SVG, keep watching this because you can cut it by hand. But I would suggest taking the template and cutting this one first because this one is straight lines. And after you've tried this one and it comes out, then you can go ahead and try and cut out the other ones because there's this circle one and there's also a square and an oval, I think is what I have up on the blog in the Foldapedia. So if you can't cut the SVG, and if you can cut an SVG on a Cricut, Cameo, Scan and Cut, all those, take the template for the slant line one because that one's pretty easy to cut by hand. Do that one first and then work your way through the other ones. Okay, so let me get the camera turned around and we're going to get started on this card. Let's see. There we go. All right. So the light for here is better. I'm getting some weird lighting in my room this time of day, and I'm not really sure why. All right, so for the card we're going to make today, we're going to need 3 of the little onesies or the bubble suits, whichever combination you want to use. I'm going to use 2 onesies and a bubble suit. You need 3 of those. You're going to need a 5x7, the SVG, or a regular card base, and then use the template to cut the lines. The blue paper I have is 7 7/8 by 4 1/8, and the green is 6 3/4 by 4. So this is going to be on top of each other like this, and it's going to go on the card like this, and it's going to be landscape. So let me show you how this is going to work. So if you have the template, you'll take your paper and you'll cut it to the 10x7 to have your card base. You'll then take the template and you'll fold it in half. Take the template, fold it in half. Here, we'll pretend this is the template. So you'll take your template, fold it in half over the card. Then you use your scissors to cut on the lines. That's why I said start on the straight line one because it will be a lot easier. The other ones have curved edges. So just do the straight line one first. So do that. So once you have that cut, we're then going to fold it. Now I'm using 2-tone paper here, and that just gives it a nice look if you have 2-tone paper. If you don't, just use the one. It's all the same. So the first thing we're going to do is fold down all of these pieces. And you're going to want to use your bone folder or something and give this a really good crease. I like to just use my fingernail because it's so small. And when you cut this out, you're going to end up with these 2 pieces on the bottom that aren't going to be attached. So hold on to these. All right, so once we have it looking like this, so we folded it all over, you're going to tuck the circle that has the hole in it, under the solid circle. And you're just going to work your way down and tuck them all under, like that. So this is where you have a little bit of personal preference. You can leave it like this, fold it in half. All right. You're going to want to pinch it, get it folding, open it back up again, make sure none of it popped out. We're all good. Right. Popped out. All right. Fold it over. So you can see here where the two-tone does give you kind of a nice effect down the side. But this is where, let me grab my glasses. This is where you have a personal choice. You can leave it like this and have the bottom like this and the top like this. Or if you want, you can take this piece, fold it in half, take this piece, fold it. Actually, I'm folding this the right way. This goes this way. And if you attach it to the top and bottom, you end up with the card looking like this. So let's look at the way it comes straight out, and let's look at the way it's finished. Okay, so you can decide if you just want to put the one piece on the top, which is what I think I'm going to do this time around. We're going to take this. You want some quick grab glue to do this. And you're just going to put, this is going to end up laying here. So you will line this up with the bottom of your card and the seam, not the seam, the fold of your card should all line up. Just press that down and give that a second to hold. If you try to move it too soon, it will come off. Then we're going to fold it. It's still a little wet. And like that. So then you can decide, what do you want the top of your card to be, which way. So it's going to be like this, because this card is going to go this way. So if we wanted to stick the other part on, it would get stuck on the end here. Like this. I guess I will stick it on, just so you can see what I mean. And we're just going to let that. Oop, I think I'm putting it on upside down. Let's see. No, this way. I was right. And we're just going to hold that. Okay, we'll let that dry. All right. So while this dries, I'm going to work on the 3 little baby suits, the onesie and the bubble suit. They still call them bubble suits? Might be dating myself here. All right, now with these stamps, because they have a hole in them, you have a hole in them. So you can put in whatever center you want. I would save your negative, line this up in the negative, so that way you know you're not distorting your stamp, and then stamp it. Yeah, especially this one, it's very thin on the side, and it's very easy to get that distorted. So I would lay that in your hole, Yeah, see, I can feel it stretching back into place there. Okay, get it into place. We will pick these up. Now you can take your die cuts and slide them on in there. There we go. I'll grab my ink. My chair is very squeaky. All right, so we're going to stamp this. And I'm going to ink it again. Let's see. Go one more time on this one. Now, if you see something looking kind of awkward today, it has nothing to do with the stamps or the platform or anything else. I've hurt my shoulder and I'm wearing a brace on it. So it's me. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, no, that's all right. I'll line them up. All right, so you don't want to pull those off yet. All right, so now we have to decide what we want to put on the little shirts. We have a dinosaur on this one. Let's see. Now, I will say the bubble suit is wider. So some of these are a little wide. The You Are Love You Tons and No Lion, You're Great are a little wide to put on the onesie, but they fit better on the bubble suit. So we're going to put Love You Tons on here. And let's see. We want You Are My Sunshine again. We have the dinosaur. Maybe I'll try to squeeze the lion one on there. That or the cupcake. Maybe I'll just put the cupcake on that one. There we go. All right. All right, try that again. Pick that up. There we go. All right. Looks good. Make it a little darker. Yeah, for being the first impression of with these stamps, that's really good. I did not prime these. All right. We have our stamps all done. Keep that over there for when we do our sentiment. So now we're going to color these in. scratch paper. All right, and markers. So I have Y15. I have yellow green 23. I have B23, B24, and BG05. BG05 is what I used on here. All right, so let's see. What color do we want to make this one? So if we're going to have them on the card like this, I'm thinking we'll put some green on this one. And Pink and Main makes nice stamps. I usually don't have to mess with them. Usually I can just stamp right away. They're nice and firm. I like her stamps because they're always different. They're not all the same. Excuse me. All right, so we need, let's see. I guess I'll give it blue buttons down here. And the cupcake wrapper, this will make that a blue. I'm going to leave the background of this onesie white, like I did the other one. Oops, went over a little bit. Let me grab the 00. There you go. Now we'll need, let's see, I do need a red for the cherry. Let's see. Nope, that's too orange. There you go. The icing. To make that yellow? I love yellow icing. Why not? There we go. There is that one. I got a little overzealous down here. It'll be fine once it dries. All right, now the elephant should be gray. Let's grab a gray. Let's see. This is C3. This was C5. Yeah, so these color pretty fast. Because, you know, with children's clothes, there's not a lot of shading and things on the clothes. You'd want to color it just the way the clothes are. So, just needs a quick coloring. Let's slow down just a little bit. Out again. All right, so his little cheeks. Let's see. I'm going to use R22 maybe? Yeah. Give him a little cheek. There we go. Let's see. So if these are going to be together, let's see. We will color the buttons the same color as his cheeks. Give him some, we'll give it some lace. A lot of time the trim is the same color as the buttons. I'm going to put these up on foam in the middle of the card. So there's all that. Let's see. So this is going to sit like this. We have a lot of color here. So the question is, the 2 white onesies. Ooh, that is really close to that, isn't it? You know what? Let me change color. Let me put some blue over the top of this. All right. It should be enough contrast now. Yeah, that's better. All right, so this will be like this. These two will be like this. This one will be down here in the middle. Do we want to color that one in, or do I want to leave it? I kind of want to leave it. Or maybe a light color. Let's see. How about a very light. Yeah, I think we'll just do this very light peachy color. Let's go around this really quick. This is, what color is this? Yellow, red, 000. 3 zeros. Yeah, so the first card I made, I think I changed my mind on that card about 5 or 6 times. It doesn't look anything like I originally intended it to look like. So this one will be down. These two will be up. And I'm going to stamp down here. Welcome, baby. Make sure it's all going to fit. Yep, it's all going to fit. All right, let me get my stamping platform again. Move those to the side. All right, I'm going to turn my stamping platform sideways. All right, so this will be up here. This one will be down. This one will be up. This will be here. There. Yeah, I don't dare leave those there because I will get ink on them. All right, let's ink that up. Get that ink, second to transfer. All right, do it again because we're doing it on this green color. So let's make sure we get this nice and dark. Do it one more time. W is still a little light. Here we go. That is done. Put this to the side. All right, let me grab my foam. So after doing the crop and create delivered weekend, my foam is a lot smaller. That was a lot of fun. If you look back on my blog, you'll see I have a picture of all the cards I made that weekend. So it started on Thursday and ended Sunday night, and I ended up with 40 something cards. It was all said and done because it was 3 cards a class. And yeah, so they're going to do that again in the fall. It's the last weekend of September. And it comes out to being $23 and change a class. And the class has all stamp and dies. It's not, pre-cut things where you're making one card and that's it. They send you all the stamps and dies and the paper to do everything. My last box for the one in the spring weighed 12 pounds. So it was definitely worthwhile. And I'm going to do that again this fall. Yeah, the registration for that, if you're interested, is on the 27th. And it is through Cards and Scrapbooking magazine. That's out of Canada. And I'll put some more information on that on my Facebook page. Yeah, because it was definitely fun, definitely worthwhile. Let's see, do I want these straight or do I want to turn them? I think I'm going to turn them. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely go look at the 3 different lattice folds I have on the Foldapedia. And definitely the one that's straight can definitely be hand done. It's just straight lines. Just probably every time you do it, you will probably need to print out another one of the templates, just because it's going to get cut. You might be able to use it twice. And after that, you'll probably want to cut out another one. But if you have the ability to cut out an SVG, definitely download it and then upload it to your machine. And I don't have the directions for each machine because every machine's a little different. I generally use my Cameo now. I very rarely take out the Cricut. I really like the Cameo. If it's something you're thinking about looking at buying, what I like about the Cameo is that they allow you to download the software first before you buy the machine. So you can try it and see if it's something you really like, which I really liked because I wasn't really happy with the Cameo software. Because, I mean, the Cricut software, because the Cricut software is all online, where the Silhouette, it's on your computer. So you don't have to worry about it crashing because everybody's using it the week before Mother's Day, which is, what happens with Cricut. So I use my machine a lot. One thing I've done with it is I have taken all the different fun folds, fancy folds, whatever you want to call them. I upload them into my machine, measure them all out on there. And once I do it one time, I never have to measure the cards again. They're all saved on there. And if you want, you can look through the Foldapedia and yeah, download any templates or anything you want on there. It's all there for everybody to use. There's all kinds of folds on there. There's steppers, and rockers, and all kinds of things on there. All right, so we have the two blue ones. And remember, the green was 6 3/4 by 4 inches, and this light blue was 7 7/8 by 4 1/8, and then the card base was a 5 by 7. And that's simple. So now I do want to stamp something on the inside. Oh, it's glued together. There we go. I may end up pulling that off. So I want to stamp "Congrats on your new arrival" on the inside. So I'm just going to hang that off the top. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to turn it sideways. So that way the card sits in between the two springy pieces on this. Pick that up. Black ink. And this is the Gina K Obsidian ink that I use all the time. It's my go-to. One more time, since we're printing this on such a dark card. There we go. All right, and this card is done. Let's take a look here. All right, so we have the 3 little baby outfits on there, the little bubble suit and the 2 onesies. And you can see you don't have to color the whole thing. You can put color in the background. So it says "Welcome Baby" with the circle, Lattice, and then "Congrats on your new arrivals" on the inside. Yeah, let's see, that one came off a little bit. There we go. So that was the second card I made. This was the first one that I tried, and this one I just put in the other direction. And I colored in the bubble suit this time, and I did use the baby letters that were also in the set. And I put "for your little one," and "congrats" was on the inside of this one. So yeah, so there it is. So I hope you like these cards, and let me flip this camera around. Let me take my glasses off so you don't have that horrible glare. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you give it a try and go look at the Foldapedia and look at the lattice folds that are on there and give them a try. And if you like this, give me a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's how YouTube counts things. And until next time, stay crafty.